Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in charge for Sunday night NASCAR or eNASCAR action here on Iracing, your platform for sim racing right here on Signature Esports. We're live on YouTube and Twitch, and I consider you all welcome to the Countdown to Green as these drivers are out there qualifying, trying to find their speed and find that starting position that they need to be able to make this one work into their advantage. This is all about making it to the final four, which will be next week. Championship will be crowned next week. We are 2 races to go as the drivers get out there and put down their hot laps currently as we speak, and a lot of fun to be had. We are, of course, and always right here on iRacing, AMP Racing League at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they are locked in for some of the best laps you're going to see, and that is all right here. Gen 7 Cup cars going loud and proud. Our broadcast booth, of course, always brought to you by Chop Chop Racing and the Chop Chop Racing League. Check them out at chopchopracing.net. Thank you to everybody being out there and knocking it down to the park. Thank you to all the driver cams being out there tonight as well. We appreciate you. Week 12 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is going to be the 1.45 mile length. Very fast, very fast racetrack as they get ready to show up in droves. We're going to see 78 degrees on the track temperature, 73 degrees on the air temperature, 45% humidity with a partly cloudy sky, 2-mile-an-hour wind. Again, 80 laps for the drivers tonight, 3 tire changes, 1 fast repair, and everybody looking for an advantage. It's going to be insane. AA Gaming giving you all the action, as well as the Amped Racing Series. We're going to have the AR audio on board with all of the drivers, and we thank everybody for tuning in today. What an exciting Indianapolis 400 for NASCAR today, and of course, and always, what an exciting time to be able to be in the NASCAR circuit. How about the Olympics coming up next week? That's going to be insane to watch. We appreciate Team America and what they're going to be doing. Team USA and everything they're going to have out there. I'm excited to see what the drivers, these drivers, are going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, since NASCAR is going to be off when it comes to the official races on the NASCAR circuit. So it's going to be a ton of fun. I like it a lot. Good to see everybody out there in chat. Much love to you. Make sure you always keep the chats clean and friendly, and all the cool things that we do when it comes to the all of those things. Point standings for this race are pretty much where it is. You can see on the bottom portion of the screen there, the top 10 from last week. Scrolling in, top 3 in points going into today's race is going to be Turner, Cornette, and Davis. Very, very good separation. But the regular season champion down between basically 2 drivers. But that final playoff spot is up for grabs between a couple. It's going to be insane to see what's going to happen today and how it's going to shake up. Here's your what the round of 4 would be next week if the race were to be today. But we got one more race to do. A championship 4 battle separated by 5 points between 4th and 5th. James Beard needs to lead some laps, needs to put down some pace, needs to put down some speed, and Joshua Barr needs to just defend the race line. That's where we're at. That's what we're looking at. And Barr right now out qualifying James Beard currently, but we'll see how this race plays out. Zukic is up in the mix as well. We're going to see what Justin can do. Scruton Borden needs to lead the most laps, needs to win the race, and everybody else that is above him needs to have a bad day. He needs those 20 points, and it's going to be insane. So we'll see how this one plays out when it comes to what the driver is going to be able to be doing on this 80-lap sprint here. It's going to be a fast race. It's going to be one of those races that you don't typically see. Normally we see about 100 to 120 laps at Charlotte. But this league has been doing very well about, having good competitive short races, and it's been all about it's a neck and neck race when it comes to a lot of who could win each race and who could win each week. We look at qualifying times, we look at qualifying speed, and everybody has something to give. Zach Thompson, second in qualifying right now, just 2/100ths of a second off of the fast lap of Andrew Davis so far. And we're going to be seeing that starting grid pop up real soon. We appreciate everybody being out there. If you haven't done so, reach up, hit the like button for me, because the language support the stream. And also make sure you get out there, interact it, and have some fun with it. It's going to be absolutely a blast of a time. Our sponsors scroll on the right side, bottom right side of your screen. So thank you to all of our sponsors over at Signature Esports. Make sure that you check out all the links in the description for everything that we do, and it's going to be insane. Insane, like the band, I guess. I don't know. Starting grid presented by AA Gaming. 2020, they've been getting out there and gaming with each other, and we appreciate everything that they do and everything that these drivers have been able to put in. It's going to look as such. Andrew Davis is going to be your pole sitter today. Zach Thompson's going to be your outside pole sitter. Aaron Ryan, Chris Cornett going to make it road number 2. RB Turner, Jeremy Daniel making up road number 3. Scroton Bohr is going to be there with Colby Peterson to his outside road number 4. Joshua Barr is going to have Jordan Lane to his outside road number 5. Row 6 will be Christian Beauclair and James Beard. Row 7 will be Justin Zukic and Lee Watson. David Ament Jr. is going to have Michael Daniels to his outside in row number 8. Row 16 drivers. NASCAR at its best, and all of the driver cams ready to rock and roll tonight, as we appreciate everybody who has gotten out there and put in to put the faces up there. There's Mr. Aaron Ryan out there giving some love. We appreciate that driver. Appreciate everybody being out there, of course. There's the band behind the scenes. If you guys want to get out there and show some love and show some support, that guy is going to be the guy right there that you're going to be. They're going to be recruiting for their second season. I see it happening already. And you're going to see that pole sitter rock it out and do what he can to help this league grow and formulate a plan as every one of these drivers look pretty darn fantastic, and they're going to enjoy themselves. That's one of the biggest things about this racetrack, is that Charlotte can be a headache, but it is one of those race series that you can just get out there and just enjoy yourself. So we appreciate the opportunity to call this. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for giving us all of our driver cams. Charlotte is absolutely amazing, and they're going to form up and get ready to go green flag racing for 80 laps. It's fun. It's fun. I like it. Thank you to the chats. Let's go, Budgie. Gambadil Tech out there. Much love to Gambadil Tech. If you haven't checked them out, let's go 2, 4, 22, and 40. Gambadil was out there giving some support and giving some love to everybody. They had a couple of sponsorship opportunities in this series as well. They do have a pretty darn fantastic setup working on. You guys got your website rolling, right? I want to make sure that you guys are giving you all the love and support that you deserve as well. All right, it's going to be a Chevy and a Ford. Only Toyota in the field is going to be the 35 back here with Joshua Barr. Carolina Gold on top of it. That's awesome. I like it. Want to see how that website's coming for Gambadil Tech and what they've got going on. They're going to be a solution for you guys here real soon when it comes to PC gaming and getting out there and getting some support. Not just that, but we like supporting small businesses who get off the ground running. That's for darn sure. 33-4, 788. Pace truck is in, and we are gone in the start-restart zone. Green flag. Thompson with an epic restart on the outside. 33 ready to rock and roll. Is going to drop into the corner. This is where defense gets underway very early. But the outside lane is going to carry some speed with a little bit newer tire. 33 is going to slide up in place here. He's going to have to fall in tow with Thompson. Zach Thompson takes over the lead over Andrew Davis. Chris Cornett in the 88. Little ally on board. 5 of Jeremy Daniel up in tow as well. RB Turner back it off the corner. Needs one position point, of course, over. Little nicey, sorry. Over Chris Cornett. And Chris Cornett in third right now. So as it would be, Cornett for the regular season champion has the advantage over the 02 of RB Turner. Comes into this race leading in points by 1 when it comes to the regular season championship. Playoffs have always been absolutely insane. I say regular season championship, but the playoff championship going into the next race. Ryan just ran the fastest lap of the race, 29.86. Off 1 from the start of the race. Inside lane didn't have the good restart there, but we're going to see what's going to happen as the Ford drops into the corner. He's going to be down into that race line. 33 looking to take the outside lane. We'll see how that's going to prevail here. Second lane running, 88 of Cornette to the inside, 33 side by side, little right rear or left rear action happening here with the 88. We'll see if he'll drop into the corner. Fast lap, Aaron Ryan once again. The 7 runs a 29.71. Lots of stuff happening inside the front 4 rows here. And Chris Cornette's going to be able to try to burn it down here into the bottom side. 33 up the race line. Thompson prevailing, runs second lane to the corner. 88 trying to stay out of that wall. That front straightaway is absolutely, it shrinks on you. It may look 3 or 4 lanes wide, but that race line has a tendency to shrink in. When they come around 3 and 4, we'll take a look at what's going on with Davis and then what's there as well. Chris Cornette to the bottom side sees Aaron Ryan closing in. Here's the nose cam. As we'll see, Andrew Davis into the bottom corner. 4 crosses over. Dirty air on top of the 4. Zach Thompson out of the straightaway. This thing just narrows up when it comes to the speed on the corner. So we're hearing some shifting happening here out of every one of these cars. Andrew Davis in second. Zach Thompson out front. Cornette to the bottom side. Davis down all the way to the blue line. It's a great place to be, parking the tires around to help you turn into the corner. 33 to the bottom side. We'll see the 7 rock the corner. 33 better drive off here. We'll see if he tries to take back over the lead as Aaron Ryan closes in. Patriotic paint schemes for Charlotte Motor Speedway. That's typically what you see happen at Charlotte. We see a lot of epic paint schemes because normally the Coke 600 they run some drivers on top of it. 4 second lane, 33 on the outside. Andrew Davis to the front as he tries to dip into the corner. 4 all the way to the bottom side of the race line. 33 off corner exit. It's got a little bit of clean air. Its car's going to drive a little bit different here on corner exit. Got to keep it out of the wall. Is going to do so. He takes over on the outside. Thompson dropping back. Aaron Ryan goes to second as he works the outside lane. 33 drops into the bottom. Cronenbourg up 2. Josh Barr up 3. 40 in the Allendale Ford Mustang. Try to make that happen. Again, a lone Toyota out there is going to be Joshua Barr. Little Carolina Gold, little barbecue at its best is what I think it says out there. It does have Trader Joe's on the bottom side. 33 rocking the outside. 40 is going to be on the inside. 35 near the wall. 40 gives the lane. Jeremy Daniel up on the bottom side as well. It is it's paced. That's what it is. Quarter second the distance here. Quarter 33 as Aaron Ryan tries to travel to the bottom side of the racetrack. 88 of Chris Cornette sees the 4 in front of him. A lot to happen over the course of the race line. Big eyes are going to be right here on RB Turner and what he's going to be able to do. They do have 1 fast repair and 3 sets of tires to change into. 4 total when it comes to the race line. For the set they start in and then 3 on the wall. 02 to the outside. 40 sees the 5 of Jeremy Daniel to the inside. Big battle here in 7th. As Jeremy Daniel tries to hold on. Joshua Barr rolling forward as well. Chris Cornette sits and settles into 3rd. As the 4 of Thompson looks to try to go back to the inside. Thompson drops into the corner. 88 rocking the wall. Running what I call and consider the Larson line as the 4 backs out of the corner. 88 on corner X. It's going to be able to close out that 4 and stall the 4 out. Joshua Barr in tow right behind 11 of 80. These cars are going to have 1 pit stop if it stays green. And it'll be insane to see as Andrew Davis holds out 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second here as they push and push and push. Every bit of this car runs very fast. A lot of good banking out of the corners. All these drivers doing just a phenomenal job to try to be able to make it. James Beard ahead of Justin Zukic here. Zook is up 4, but so is James Beard. James Beard trying to make that one roll nicely out of the bottom side. We'll see who's going to be able to clear here. 9 of Jordan Lane up high. But a little Chase Elliott paint scheme. We're giving it Nicole Sherry giving us a follow out there on Twitch. Welcome aboard. Appreciate you giving us a follow out there and consider subscribing out there on YouTube, folks. We just hit our 1,600 mark. Much love to you. We're getting close to 1,000 followers on Twitch as well. And we're just over 18,000 followers on Facebook, and we'll be back on Facebook next week. Aaron Ryan traveling the bottom side, 33 up on the high side. Battle for the lead goes to these 2. Aaron Ryan carried good speed when it came to the the practice sessions. We'll see if the slider's going to happen here. 33, a little free, a little bobble out of him there, but he's going to drop in line. 88 in tow. 7 takes over, leads this lap as 14 of 80 complete. eNASCAR action on iRacing. Go to iRacing.com. Sign up today for your sim racing experience. I encourage you to do so. James Beard sees Jeremy Daniel. 3 wide corner exit here as the back straightaway. Oh, no. Hold on to it. Jeremy Daniel across the nose of the 28 does a great job, so Beard holds on. There's Zukic and Turner. Turner 3 wide once again as the 9 of the 40 drop back. Skrodenboer up here sees the 9 in tow. 9 backs out of the throttle. Big action as they go. Wall tap for a couple of drivers. You hear them bottoming out. Zukic, this is who we're on board with. The O2 of RB. Turner gets around. RB trying to track down the top 3. You can see them entering 3 and 4. So there's a little 4 or 5 car pack up there, then a 4 car pack right behind him. Zukic doing a good job. Aaron Ryan out front, 16 100ths of a second. The pace right now closing into a 10th here as Davis drops back into the corner. These cars just feel fast and they look fast, and they're absolutely killing it right now. Ryan down to the bottom. See Davis back the corner up. Out of the throttle a little bit more. He's going to carry front straightaway speed down to the blue line on the way out to second lane. Back down to the blue line again. And downshifting 5th and 4th. They're utilizing a lot of turn into the corner. There's 4th gear for Davis as these drivers figure out what they've got going on. 184, 185 miles an hour into the back straightaway. 187 is what it ticked out to. But we're seeing a lot of drive line happening here. Clean air for Aaron Ryan, who rolls 5th gear. Good way to save tires is to run the long gear. But here comes Chris Cornett in the 88. It's around Andrew Davis. A little bit of clean air going a long way. Aaron Ryan out front. Chris Cornett into the gears in 5th gear on the back straightaway. Gets close to him. We'll see the 7 roll the outside lane. 5 all the way to the bottom. Not shifting out of the corner here. It's going to slide back up, get into the drift zone here as they work. Good opportunity knock-it for every one of the drivers. This is the top 3. Still within basically a slam dunk distance here. 35 of the 4 side by side for 4th. The 35 on corner exit. We'll see the 4 drop in line. Well, you think he would drop in? There you go. Now he drops in line. We're seeing that one happen. RB Turner, Jeremy Daniel side by side. Jeremy Daniel gets down into the O2. Good save. Little wiggle out of the O2, but the 5 backs out of the throttle. Lets the O2 have it. It's the LPA teammates' work was here in 6th and 7th as they try to close back down the distance. Chris Cornett trying to take over the lead on the outside. Aaron Ryan, corner exit, utilizing the bottom side of the racetrack. Will be side by side. 88 to take over the lead. Is going to slide up as now Chris Cornett there to lead some laps. We're 20 of 80 being complete. As right now, 88 blinks out. Whoa, hold on to it. Chris Cornett digging out of the corner. 23.56 I-rated driver here for the 88 over the 1965 of Aaron Ryan. Andrew Davis sits in 3rd. Thompson, Josh Barr still side by side. This is a good battle that's been brewing. But right behind him, RB Turner ready to go. RB clears, and you see what's happened to Thompson. Thompson back to 6th, and you see the drivers right behind him. They might split him. He's a little free here. Corner exit, 35 out high, 28 in tow. James Beard trying to clear the 35. This James Beard needs playoff points and needs all the points he can get in this series. And so right now needing to clear Joshua Barr. Chris Cornett leads a quarter second. Little wall tap for the 88 there on the back straightaway. Aaron Ryan just needs to be patient. Don't overdrive the car. Chris Cornett way up near the wall trying to extend as the 7 runs the bottom side of the racetrack. Change of line, change of, just everything that's happening here. Little 4-pack here as the 4 drops into the corner. 28 still running the outside. 35 keeping them honest up on the high side. 4 down. They are 2 by 2 here as the 4 tries to push forward. There's Jeremy Daniel. Might look 3 wide. We're seeing how this corner works. 35 way up the race line. 4 pushes up. 5 on corner exit. Might be there. We're going to see how this works out. Oh, 4 a little free. See a little wiggle out of the car. But Thompson doing a good job of making it happen at a 35. Just trying to keep the 4 close. He comes down a side draft just a little bit. 4 should be able to clear on the straightaway. Hopefully he's going to be able to slide up. He is. Oh, he's clear. 35 there. You kind of have to make the room for yourself when it comes to corner exit, especially because that outside lane can just really push. And the 35 on corner is going to be right there. Jeremy Daniel to the bottom side. Big run down to the left quarter panel. Oh, gets down. 4 down there still. Tried to clear himself, but now the 5 sees the 28 in tow. Jeremy Daniel, James Beard, Chris Cornett, 4/10 of a second difference here, as right now Aaron Ryan working. Holy moly. Andrew Davis in tow. 02 of RB Turner to the bottom side. Top 4 now starting to spread out here as Jeremy Daniel clears and James Beard in tow of the 4. Thompson trying to work his way forward. 13:45 on the I rating for Zach Thompson. 17:45 for Mr. Beard behind. Joshua Barr, 17:54 for Barr. David Ament Jr. up 6 spots is your biggest move of the race. Grodenborn, the 40, is seeing a little bit different story out of his car. He's dropped back off 8 spots so far. Lee Watson is going to be in that 14th spot. Michael Daniels working on his race pace. 9:58 on the I rating for that driver. Jordan Lane off 1, but still right there. 2.5 seconds between he and Colby Peterson. Zukic 17:47 on the I rating. Might be just trying to do a little save mode here. Let's see what he can do over the course of the long haul. 3/4 of a second difference here for Chris Cornett, who's getting bonus points for leading laps. If he leads the most points, it would take RB Turner. He's up to 3rd now. It'll take him a position spot or 2 to be able to make this work for himself. 28 of 80. We're about 12 laps away from the halfway point of this race. And so far, no definitive winner. No definitive, I call it strong car. Cornett last lap, 30.97. Turner, 30.98. Jeremy Daniel, 30.97. Colby Peterson, the fastest driver on the racetrack of that number 94, is a 30.87 last time by. There's a lot to happen. A lot can happen. And right now, Chris Cornett sees a whole lot happening behind him as the 02 goes side by side with the 7. RB trying to clear. 31.14 for Chris Cornett on his last lap. RB drops into the corner. Going to be able to turn that car a little bit heavier than what the 7 can, but the 7 digs the race line, doing a good job of just maintaining. And we'll go on board Aaron Ryan. You hear the shifting out of the car? That is something that is to be amazed. 30 laps complete. Lap 31 underway. Andrew Davis, the driver behind. Little wiggle out of the car there as he downshifted. He sees Jeremy Daniels a 2.5 back, which is about half a straightaway when it comes to what this driver does. Michael Daniels coming to pit road. To the 33, ripping the wall. We got some big shoes to fill. I think that might be old Pop, the dad sitting behind, turning the corner, watching what's happening there. Always appreciate what everybody can do to put in the gear and put in the time and put in the energy. That's an awesome sight right there. When you got the support of the fam, that's some great support. Much love to anybody that gets out there and supports your racing team. Much love to that. Look at that. Big sight. Got to get your family involved, folks. That's what makes this happen. Charlotte to absolutely killer. How to get into the race. Is this open? It's recruiting. Chris, it is. We're going to be recruiting for the next season. Yo, Jeremy says Dan out there. Much love, Dan. The series is 2 races away from the start of the race, or to the start of the This is the second to last race of this season, and they will be out there recruiting once again, I'm sure, and they'll make an announcement with it. Once we know when they're going to open up the recruitment, they'll be able to get back out there as well. They do have a recruitment process with the Discord that they do, and I do believe if you want to be a part of it, I have to go back. Hold on just a second. I think I have to go look again because they sent me the information before. So hold on. Let me find it for you. Bear with me. If you want to oh, don't blink. Hold on. Oh, Andrew into the wall there. All right. If you want to, is it pay or no pay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it is right now. I'm not quite sure. So, I don't have that information. I try to lead the logistics of the series. They do have 2 seasons left. So if you want to email that guy, that's Andrew Davis. You want to get into their, I know you guys are in my Discord, and I will try to make sure that these leagues continue to post in our iRacing channel in our Discord. But there is an email to Andrew Davis, who is the league owner of this league. There's that guy right there. If you email him, he'll get you into their Discord. That's the process they have. 3 coming around. Daniels came to pit road on lap 30. Try to do something a little bit different. So we'll see if he's going to be trying to leapfrog some drivers here. As the coach Dave Delta Chevy Camaro rolls around. So yeah, that's the process. Make sure you email that guy. He'll get you in their Discord, and these guys come from NASCAR Heat on Sundays, and because they've made the leap over to iRacing, they've put up a pretty darn good league. This is their first season when it comes to iRacing, and they've done a pretty darn bang-up job. So much love to all the drivers, and much love to what these drivers have been able to do. How about the 3 to the inside of the O2? O2 is going to give him some room. He's going to drop in, maybe to utilize some of that pace as the 3 on a different strategy here forces the O2, who was catching the 88 here, to use a little bit different strategy, a little bit of different race line. So we'll see what Michael Daniels can do here. Right now, he's going to be 2 laps down. He's trying to get one of those laps back as we speak. And again, we talk about the pace and what these drivers can do. Oh, fall off, Chris Cornett. 3 to the outside, 3 to the bottom side, 88 up on the high side. RB is going to be trying to close in here. One of the things that I see about this league is that they've just you got to their Discord. Yeah, you got to email them to get to be. It's just what they do. It's a difference. Some leagues have a website you have to sign up through, like the Sim 500 series. Some people just they have an email process. So it's Andrew Davis. It's the way they have it. They have their Discord invites locked up, so I couldn't invite you to the Discord if I wanted to. Josh Barr into pit road halfway through this race. But we will make sure that they get into the formula of what can happen. We'll try to make sure that they have an announcement made in our Discord, in the Signature Esports Discord. I don't make their rules. I just call the races. Andrew Davis rolling. Hold on to it. 40 down to the bottom side. That was Scrotenbohr. Hit the grass there for just a moment. Scrotenbohr is a lap down here. Little wiggle out of him on the bottom side of the racetrack. But 88, still 0.8 of a second. It's the only thing they've done, the next gen car. Yeah, that's all I've seen. I've not seen anything else out of the series or out of the league. So that's where that's what they've been running. I don't think that they have any. I don't know what their plans are just yet when it comes to the next season. So I keep up on it. When the league owners, if they want to have it broadcasted, they do that. But this is a good league. They are a pretty solid league, and they've been able to take care of each other. So James Beard coming to pit road. Zach Thompson's on pit road as well. Scroton Board back to pit road here, so maybe an opportunity to fix something there. Daniels is going to get one of his laps back. Chris Cornett continuing to have a little bit of connection issues there. Yeah, so yeah, they're a good league. I like them. I think they're good. They run pretty good green flag runs. They've only had a couple of races that have had a couple of cautions, and for the most part, they have a green flag scenario. The next gen car is the only car that you drive anyways. I like driving the trucks and the B car. I'm less of a fan of driving the A car, but it's just a personal preference kind of thing. I really miss the Gen 6 car. I do love the Gen 6 car. And anytime I get a chance to drive it, I try to. But on the official capacity, as far as cars that I would like to drive, and I do less driving now than what I used to. But the Gen 7 car is a fun car for a lot of folks, and I'm not knocking it. It's not my cup of tea. But I like watching them run around this racetrack. Andrew Davis on the long haul. Got to close in that 4.5 seconds. I think Aaron Ryan's coming to pit road. He is. Ooh, can he lock it down? David Ament got a black flag. So that was, I think that might have been, he's in there serving that penalty right now. So the 22, too fast entering, it looks like. Unfortunate. 88 into the wall again. He's flirting with that outside lane. The 02 running the natural line around the racetrack. So Aaron Ryan getting his pit stall. He's getting his tires out. Longer these two run. Andrew Davis coming to pit road. So does Jeremy Daniels. Zukic is going to be coming around. We'll see if he downshifts and hits his way out. It looks like he's going to be looking for an exit as we see a couple of drivers finding their way in. Jordan Lane on pit, getting his strategy working. Cornett, again, big blink out of him right there. The 0-2 running the mid lane here on corner exit. Still seeing smoke there on the pit lane exit. Let's take a look here. I keep seeing smoke back over in that corner over there when they come around 3 and 4, but that's the way it goes. Back to it here. 0-2 in tow here. RB just lost a ton of ground there on that last lap. James Beard, first taker on tires. It's going to be in 5th here. His first driver off the lead lap. Cornett coming to pit road. RB Turner takes over the lead. The RB will give me credit for a lap led. Cornett has led the most laps so far outside of Aaron Ryan, so somebody's going to have to lead the next 30 or 40 laps. So RB was catching Chris Cornett there toward the end. There's a 9 to the outside. 0-2 takes over, and Zukic is going to be in tow as well. Lee Watson in the double lat's going to be here. James Beard out of 2. We'll be looking to try to close in the distance here as Chris Cornett hits the right side tires. This is where the next 30 laps are going to be absolutely insane to watch. RB Turner coming down pit road. Zukic out of 2. Not going to be credit for a lap led yet. Cornett comes off pit road. James Beard, closest second that you're going to get. RB into pit road. And we'll see how much he's going to be able to hold on here, because Cornett able to have a fast pit stop there. Fastest lap of the race, Aaron Ryan just ran again. 29.708. So Aaron Ryan up to speed behind Cornett. Cornett will have James Beard right in front of him. So Beard able to make the pass up to speed. So Aaron Ryan will close back in. We'll see how much James Beard wants this. James Beard almost needs this. Lee Watson will be coming to pit road. So Beard will try to have to hold off the 88. Difference on tires is about 6 laps. So James Beard looking to try to get a lap led. 88 to the bottom side. James Beard, corner exit. 88 will drift out. Good run there for that driver. The Beard will be credited with a lap led. I do believe that did count. As Zukic having an issue. Zukic off track, coming on track. Lee Watson again onto pit road as James Beard tries to hold on. Aaron Ryan in tow, keeping on 45, 3-lap fresher tires than the 28 in front of him. And now the 88 looking to use the bottom side of the racetrack as James Beard tries to hold on. Oh, a little bobble out of the 88. It's going to lose a lot of ground there. R.B. Turner trying to catch up to the 4.5-second gap he's got ahead of him. There's Andrew Davis, 3.5 back as well. Chris Cornett, big bobble out of the car, needs to just settle in as Aaron Ryan tries to hold on to the bottom side on the 28. We'll settle in. We'll see some lap traffic ahead of the drivers as there's Lee Watson of the double lot, keeping on lap 50. And these tires not leveling off just yet. R.B. Turner needs one more spot here as Beard continues to lead. 7 on the outside, Lee Watson on the bottom. 28-7 into the corner. Chris Cornett in tow. Looking to drop in. All three of these drivers, different laps that they came in, different race lines here. And we'll see if the 7 tries to drop into the corner here. He's gonna. 7 trying to pull a slide job over James Beard. Beard up on the high side. 7 in tow. 88's going to be right behind. 88 there to try to help that situation happen. A little grass for the 88. 88 blinks out here as the 7 goes to the bottom side. Mr. Beard, thank you for subscribing on YouTube. Much love. I know you're in the race. You're in second. Whoever did that for James, much love. Thank you for subscribing to our YouTube channel. 88 back to the inside, Beard to the outside. Beard still has an opportunity here. He can just manage the gap and manage what he's got going on. It's going to be insane to watch. Turn 1 busy. Aaron Ryan trying to not free up here. 3-lap difference on tires. A little bit of clean air will go a long way. Chris Cornett. Good entry into the corner at 28 to the outside. They don't run each other to the door. Oh, 88 comes up the nose on corner exit. That gets the 28 tight. That'll put that air on that nose and that'll make it so that it just puts you in the wrong situation. And now the 7 of Aaron Ryan gonna have to try to hold off the 88 of Chris Cornett. The Play Gaming gives you 25 laps to go. As the 7 works the bottom side, 88 corner exit. We'll try to carry the speed. A little free there for the 88. The 7 working. So right there, Chris Cornett just ran a quarter-second faster than Aaron Ryan. Aaron Ryan just needs to get himself back into that traditional tail. 88 trying to pull away from these drivers. It'll be a lot to be said. R.B. Turner back and forth, trying to make the playoffs. Should have no issue with making the playoffs. Daniels coming to pit road. Hard hit on the right-hand side. You see that right front damage on that car. That's an opportunity. Chris Cornett, quarter-second. Big blink out of Chris Cornett again. I'd like to be watching the driver and following the driver around, but man, oh man, every time I do, about every lap and a half, there's a big disconnect there. So hopefully he's going to be able to get that looked at. Hopefully he's got something working for him there. That's for darn sure. James Beard, solid for third. R.B. Turner trying to close into 3-second gap. He's got 23 laps to try to do so. Andrew Davis in tow, top 5 night for him as he tries to ensure his way to the future of that championship race next week. Next week they're going to be in Texas. That's going to be the championship race for this series. And they are absolutely on point and on par. If they have a race like they do today, it's going to be insane. 100 laps at Texas Motor Speedway for the championship race, so they're going to run a little bit longer, which is going to be a good opportunity to see what any one of these drivers could do. If they can stretch 50 laps out of the cars, it'll be a one pit stop race. But I do think that we'll see a little bit different of a strategy here. As Aaron Ryan still keeps that 0.3 of a second difference here. Cornett pushed a little harder right now with 21 laps to go. That's kind of where you have to be. But Aaron Ryan, fastest lap of the race. Cornett all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. 7 to the outside, 88 in tow. 88 drops down. 20 laps to go. Trying to see what was happening there with the 88. Got something going on. He's giving up some pace here. The 28 to the 88. 88 slides in front of the 28 there. Aaron Ryan working the corner. Cornette out of the... I don't know if something's going on with Chris. He should be fine, though. Maybe just save it a little bit here. We'll see. 19 laps to go here as James Beard tries to close in. There's the double out of Lee Watson. He's going to be right behind your leaders. Be looking for a little bit of clean air, trying to get himself back around. So Aaron Ryan, second lane traveling. Low line exit for Chris Cornette. The 7 trying to hold on. Chris is still there. He's still got these drivers in his sights, but the 28 of James Beard trying to lock himself into this race line. 28, big run on the outside. Good exit for the 28 as Aaron Ryan will try to hold off Chris Cornette. I think Chris, he had to back out of the corner there for a second. I don't know if he got free or if he got a little loose or didn't see what happened there. Here's a look at what happened, I think. I think he might have bobbled on the bottom side. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the 88 had a gear issue. He had the run of the corner. This is a look at the pass from the overhead view of these drivers. 7 working the high side. Oh, something happened to him. I'm not quite sure if there was a throttle, maybe a personal issue. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes like you'll slip off the pedal, then you get yourself into a situation there because you're not buckled down like you're supposed to be. 88 to the bottom side, trying to take back over the lead. 7 back to the outside. Tires right there on the blue line. That's the preferred way to drive that corner. This Cornette still looks to try to beat to the inside. Aaron Ryan will run down, dump the dirty air on the 88. Exactly what you need to see out of that. This corner exit. We'll go to the 88. We'll see if they can deliver. Whoop. Aaron Ryan. Oh, that was Chris Cornette. Sorry. Looks like Aaron Ryan blinked. It was Chris Cornette that blinked again. And now it's going to drive around the outside here. Like Aaron Ryan is standing still. Little bobble out of the corner there. So Chris Cornette takes over one more time. RB Turner has caught back up, though. 15 laps to go. RB is, I think Chris might have seen it as relative that RB was catching him. And Turner, 1 lap fresher tires, and then your race leader currently, half second the distance here. The 7 back to the outside of the 28. And the 02 in tow. This is a bad situation for RB if he wants to try to win this race with 14 laps to go. He's got 2 drivers right here. Oh, no. 28 gets up into the 7, gets tight. 02 goes to the bottom. And now RB. A little clear area ahead of him. Trying to close down to Chris Cornette. RB Turner's had a good season, led in the points for the majority of this series. Chris Cornette and he have been battling back and forth, and both of those drivers looking to put on a good show. I know that every one of these drivers have. Beard up 8 spots is your biggest move of the race for a top 5 night. Still has a half second between he and Aaron Ryan. Ryan a little freed up on the nose. You see him a little wiggle out of the corner exit onto the flat, but he looks good as it works. Spets, thank you very much for following out there on Twitch. Much love to you. I appreciate everybody. Turner in tow. 9/10 of a second lead over Chris Cornette. Cornette up into the wall. Mad Franks, thank you very much. I appreciate you as well. Welcome in. I appreciate you. That link, it's just I don't know what it is. Let's go Bar, says Bovair. That is just an email. I would just try to copy and paste it, or we'll make sure that Davis puts something in our Discord because I believe he's there. Turner is about a half second away from Chris Cornette, and I do believe Chris is trying to step away as Aaron Ryan. We'll see 11 laps to go to be 10 this time by. So half second the distance. Front straightaway, Chris Cornett to RB Turner. Aaron Ryan leading a bunch of laps, so Chris Cornett doing exactly what he needs to do here. RB has led laps. This will go down to if RB can clear Chris Cornett and drive his way to the front and try to win this race with 10 laps to go. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be a tie. I'm going to have to, as soon as the race ends, I'll have to look at the points and see how those standings would work out, because that one I think would be a tie. So most laps led. Man. Russell says, go RB, but don't get used to it. I might give you a run for your money. I like it. Elbow cup. Love it. What's up, Russ? Good to see you out there, man. 0.3 of a second lead. Trying to close into a quarter. RB, little right front damage. Chris Cornett. Looks like his connection settled down for me. A little bit of right rear. Ooh, up into the wall. Here comes RB. And now within 0.2 of a second. Jelly, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for all the follows out there on Twitch. Much love to you. We're close to 1,000. We're close. Appreciate the Twitch channel. Doing well today. Thank you very much. Aaron Ryan in third. James Beard in fourth. Andrew Davis is going to be in fifth. That's the guy you're going to be emailing. Yeah, I don't know what brings that length. It's just the email that they sent to me. To be able to have drivers go and send a message off just with your disc. I think you have to send your Discord handle to them. 88 trying to run up into the dirty stuff. Corner exit. Cornett flirting with disaster, but RB now just kind of trying to settle. And I think that's the big difference between what's happening with the 88. He's able to stay into the throttle a little bit more. RB is going to have to change up the strategy just a little bit. 6 laps to go. That upper lane does eat your tires a little bit more, but the travel is what we've seen. Big momentum. 0.4 of a second. 5 to the inside of the 3. That's Jeremy Daniel. He's trying to close in some of that gap to Andrew Davis. There's close battles there. 35 just got a shout out. He's about 5.5 back from Jeremy Daniel and Andrew Davis as they continue to work top 10 night in 7th. Right now, the 88 trying to change a little bit of the aerodynamics on that car. And Turner continuing to close in the distance. 0-2 all the way down to the bottom, wrapping. And a good battle so far. Right now, every time that RB gets close, Chris Cornett works the outside lane. Again, we appreciate everybody being out there. I know that a lot of you guys came out last week to support Joshua Barr. Please remember to keep the chat nice and clean. I know that we had issues last week. Just remember that this is not the place for it. Make sure that you're out there support with some family-friendly language. That's exactly what I want to see. Appreciate you all very much. Cornett half second, 3 laps to go. As we'll clear it up and see what's going to happen here. It'll be 2 to go this time by RB Turner. Chris Cornett leading when it comes to where the drivers are going to finish for the points. We'll talk about that at the end of the race. Because so much to be kept as Jeremy Daniel looks to the inside of the 33 here. I believe Davis is going to make it 2 laps to go. 28 of James Beard in tow as well. Aaron Ryan solid for third. Very comfortable as they push out James Beard. Oh, man, little wall tap for some of the drivers. Andrew Davis into the wall, 5 pushing up. Jeremy Daniel into the bottom side. Chris Cornett will come around 3 and 4. And barring anything, white flag waves, final lap championship race next week for Chris Cornett and RB Turner. Aaron Ryan, Jeremy Daniel clearing James Beard late in the run here as Andrew Davis tries to get around James for one more run at this one. But Chris Cornett able to Larson line it here in the Ally 88. We'll see R.B. Turner look back at him, and I do believe Chris Cornett will have the points lead at the end of this one. But next week, it's not going to matter. It's going to be about who finishes ahead of the other driver. Chris Cornett wins at Charlotte, Texas will be next week. Chris Cornett runs this one down. R.B. Turner had a great run there as well. R.B. second in today's race. Aaron Ryan going to be your top three. And a good run for everybody. What a good race. Good opportunity knocking Chris Cornett. Again, big blink there. R.B. Turner's going to be there as well. So much love to the drivers. We'll look at the race results as soon as it pops up and populates. Thank you to AA Gaming and AR Audio for being out there with these drivers. Thank you to all of our folks that have put the time and energy in to make this one what it is. As Chris Cornett burns it down, there's your race results. Cornett, Turner, Ryan's going to be your top three. Daniel Davis, Beard, Josh Barr, Zach Thompson, Colby Peterson, and Justin Zukic inside the top 10 there. Jordan Lane, Beauclair, Christian Beauclair, Lee Watson, David Ament Jr., Michael Daniels, and Scrotenbohr are going to be the final drivers on this one. Good race. And fast 16 drivers, fast 80 laps for everybody. That race took 41 minutes and 40 seconds to complete. An insane look when it comes to that. 88 will burn it down. We'll have a little chit-chat with everybody in just a moment just to see what these drivers are going to be doing. Thank you to all the driver cams tonight. We appreciate everybody working the driver cams and doing what they got to do to have some fun. And we appreciate all the support for every driver that's been out there as well. A good opportunity to showcase some of the speed that everybody's been able to have. But Cornett knocks it down. We could appreciate what they've done. So fantastic race. I do want to take a look at what the final four are going to be. We will check in on iRacing. I'm going to do that right now. Within the league, I do believe, barring any other situation, I do believe the points are as they are. So let me look at the season standings. And it looks like R.B. Turner, Chris Cornett, Andrew Davis, and Joshua Barr are going to be your final four. 5 points are what separated James Beard coming into this season. And what a race that was. So congratulations to the final four. They're going to be making the oh, no, that was, sorry, hold on. That didn't update yet. We have to wait for it to update. We have to wait for the points to update. So bear with me. We'll see how the season, there it is. All right, Chris Cornett, R.B. Turner, 5 points separated those drivers at the end of that one. Then it's Andrew Davis and Joshua Barr. So those four are going to be battling for, and 3 points separated James Beard and Josh Barr. Beard tried to hold on toward the end of that one, had it almost, and just 3 position points separated those two. So big congratulations. Josh Barr has 3 wins in the series. So does Chris Cornett. You're going to see Cornett, Turner, Davis, and Barr battle out for the championship next week, as that did update. Phenomenal race, phenomenal run. Congratulations to the drivers. We're going to talk to them, and we're going to talk to your top 3 here. So bear with me. I'm going to get them all loaded up and ready to go, including your race winner, Chris Cornett. It'll be a good time. It'll be absolute good time. So let's here he is. Let's talk to him. Chris Cornett gets the race win here, and you needed just to manage. I saw the race line move up, and I was like, oh man, it keeps hitting the wall. There's going to be an issue. But it turned out to be a pretty phenomenal run there. Tell me about it. Congratulations. I know that you've definitely made the final four going into next week.
Yeah, that was a good race. I made a little mess up on when I pitted under green. I was a little short on fuel there at the end, so I had to do a little bit of conserving and trying to manage watching my fuel. I kept going in the corner and hitting the wall, and I'm about to give it away to Turner. So, but all in all, managed to save it and come home with a victory, and hopefully that'll give me momentum to next week battle for the championship.
You got RB chasing you down there at the end. You got a lot of momentum kind of going in, but when I look at how everybody's been able to make this change, and you guys have adapted to each other and gotten a good run over the course of the last couple of weeks. This season just seems like it's just kind of worked into a top 4 battle between the drivers with the most wins and the drivers have been most consistent.
Oh yeah, no, it's been consistent with the top 4. Normally when it comes to these type of things, I normally fall out towards the end, but I've been trying to stay consistent. I know here the past few weeks I haven't been getting that good of a finish. I know last week was probably the first top 5 I've had in a while. So, but yeah, all in all, great effort by the AR audio team.
Well, it turned out to be good, man. Last win that you had was actually very early in the season, week 4 at Las Vegas. Chicagoland was good for you the week prior to that. So, way to capitalize when it comes down to it. You've just been able to do what you needed to do to keep yourself in contention. So, congratulations on the victory here tonight. Next week at Texas, it's going to be a championship run. Chris, give your shout outs, man.
Oh yeah, no, I'd like to thank AR Audio for letting me run with them. Shout out mom, dad, everybody who's watching. Thank you for streaming. I love your streams. They do a heck of a job, and we'll try to go next week and get us a championship.
First one on iRacing. I know they've had seasons on NASCAR Heat, so first one on iRacing. What an inaugural way to be able to do it, to have the battle for the Final Four, man.
100%, yeah.
All right, man. I hope you get it done. I don't know. I can't. I have no favorites. I can't root for anybody. I can't do it. I have to. I was like, because I was watching you run, and then like you'd get a good run, and then about every lap and a half, I saw it blink, and I'm like, dang, come on now, can't click on them, but
no, I don't know what it's not internet. It's something to do with computer. I don't know if I got enough gigabytes or whatnot. So, but not terrible.
Yeah, what I've seen here lately with a lot of the NVIDIA updates is a lot of people have seen. I don't know if you have NVIDIA or AMD, but a lot of people have been saying that the NVIDIA updates have been kind of messing things up. Some people have had to reinstall iRacing to kind of straighten that out because of a few things. So I don't know. It's not a heavy simulator to run, but boy, one wrong thing can really mess with you. That's for darn sure.
Yeah, hopefully I can get that figured out and stop blinking.
It happens. We all blink every once in a while. Yeah. Chris, much love. Be good, and good luck in the races this week. We'll see you next week for a championship.
Appreciate it.
That's Chris Cornett. He comes home in victory lane. RB Turner finishes himself out in second and was trying to track him down. Had a great season so far, and now gets to battle for a championship next week. RB, the legend. Tell me about it, man.
I don't know about legend, but yeah, I appreciate it.
You got Chad out there rooting you on, so that's why we got to call you a legend.
Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Well, in the beginning of the race, I was pretty much just kind of chilling in this race. I knew all I had to do was start, so I wasn't really stressing it too much. I early in the run, I'm running like, I don't know where I was. I think I was like 8th or whatever. And then I guess I had some long run speed, except for I couldn't catch Chris there. But other than that, it seemed like I was just able to just catch people and just blow right by them. It almost seemed like, I don't know what happened, but I guess I had something figured out.
I tell you what, I mean, barring next week where it's just about who finishes ahead of each other, you've kind of had that long run race pace. We've seen that throughout the season. That's one of the big things that I've said over the course of the 11 races that I've called, 11, 12 races I've called for you guys, is that I've watched you be able to consistently even if you're in the mix of things, you kind of just consistently just back your corner up, and it looks like you just kind of take your time sometimes, and sometimes that just works into the benefit of every driver.
Yeah, to me, I don't want to go out there and burn everything up and try to get in a wreck or something. I want to make it to like 20 to go, and then maybe I'll think about racing a little harder. That to me, that's when the race is. If I can be in contention, then I'm gonna go for it.
I like fuel mileage races. I like green to green races. I love the oval stuff, and I know that NASCAR guys out there that they go out there and they watch the if you watch the NASCAR races, some of the best races happen on the 1.5 mile tracks, and that's because of the racing being close and the air being affected, and we could just watch that happen today. I mean, Chris, when he would travel your lane, you'd be within a half second, he'd close. Once he started working the outside lane again, that was when he started pulling ahead. It just everything matters with this car, and the line matters. And I think that's what's cool with what you guys were doing. You were running a more traditional line, just trying to work the corner, back up the corner. It took some skill for him to try to run the wall to pull away from you.
Yeah, it did. I mean, he had a lot of corner exit speed. I feel like for the most part, except for maybe the last few laps, we were fairly equal. He was running mostly the top. I was running mostly the bottom. I was trying to stay out of his air, because I got up close to him and I just pushed real bad. But and I ended up losing like a half a second right there. So I just, he was running his line, I was running mine. I tried his for a second, that didn't work. So I was just hoping for the best, and whatever happens, happens.
Fantastic run. Congratulations, RB. I know that you're going to be battling for a championship next week, first of the Iracing platform. I always try to welcome people from other sims over. NASCAR Heat to me, of course, is more of an arcade style. There's still can be fun. It's still fun, but this puts you face to face with other drivers, and it just seems to be. It brings out the best of what you guys were trying to build, so which is really cool. I like to see it. So, RB, much love, man. Give a shout out. So you got a P2 finish tonight, going on into a championship run next week.
Thank you, sir. And shout out to my mom and my dad, teammate Jeremy, Christina, Russ, Taylor. And I appreciate Andrew Davis for putting this on, and thank you to you for streaming us.
We try to do our best, and you guys are putting on a show. You guys make it easy. That's I'll tell that every day. You guys just make it easy.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Be good. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, buddy. That
is RB Turner is going to be looking for a championship next week. Another driver that has had a good run and had a top three car all night. One of the fastest drivers in practice. Comes home P3 tonight. Mr. Aaron Ryan, the owner of AR Audio Racing. You see it on your screen there. Brother, you are close. You were, I mean, we talk about horseshoes and hand grenades and what we can do. And tonight, P3 finish. What did you need? I don't know what you needed. I don't know.
I mean, I think it came down to three things. I mean, I thought I was saving really well that race. I was saving in the middle of the first stint, nearly most of the second stint, and I was really good. There was one point where I don't know if RB hit James or James just hit me, but either way, James came up and it turned me sideways, and then RB just left. I got slowed down a lot, was trying to pick my speed back up, and by that time, he was out of my draft. And then for the next 2-3 laps, maybe because my rear and front tires spinning sideways in turn 4, I just didn't have any grip. It came back in, and I maintained with them. They weren't really totally leaving me. They were gapping me maybe a tenth, a little bit, but at that point, I couldn't catch back up. I felt great though. My car felt absolutely amazing the whole race. I think that just kind of set it in. I didn't want to be able to lose the podium because James was behind me, and I was like, all right, we'll just still take it a little easy, try to be consistent, don't risk anything, hit the apron and lose 4/10 on the cars in front. But yeah, and that night, wasn't expecting it to go green the whole time, and I didn't really build my car for that, but I'm still happy with how it performed.
Well, I mean, you guys have had, green to green runs. You've had a couple of races have had cautions in it, but I mean, it's Charlotte, man. These cars, they just like to stick to this track. It feels like it, and it on a race like today, it's on the driver to be aware of what you have going on, and it sounds like today that's what you were working through is that you've got what you have, and you came to race, and it just seemed like it looked and seemed, and it sounds like that it was just built for you today.
Yeah, I mean, even with that, I would love for my car to be a little looser. I just didn't want to take too much of a gamble. But I mean, my car. I thought the car felt great. And I wasn't even shifting that much. I know a bunch of guys were shifting early on, and I felt like I was gaining on them when they were shifting, and even towards the end, I think I was shifting maybe the last 10, 15 laps, just trying to make sure I don't drift up and stick it and lose time. But man, the car just felt perfect. I just think that me turning, having my tire temperatures skyrocket there for a moment, and then trying to get back up to pace. I mean, I felt like I was at pretty similar pace with Cornette. We were racing side by side most of the race, and even when he pit, I tried to undercut him and got close, and we battled there for a little while. But I think that was just kind of the tie on it. But I'm so happy with the P3. It's another podium.
It worked out. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about it. That's for darn sure. I know these drivers are going to be competing for a championship next week. First series on Iracing. How do you think it's gone so far?
I think it's gone really great. We're learning a lot, specifically about like setting up races in Iracing. I think it's gone really well. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different winners. Almost had a 6th for that incident at Indy with Davis. But I mean, 5 different winners with only 13 races. I mean, I think that's pretty good.
I think it's a good start to what you guys are building, and it's going to be good. I know we have people asking out there how to reach out at Andrew's email out there so they can get the Discord. But yeah, there's interest. It's Sunday afternoon racing or Sunday evening racing. It's always a good time for sure. But Aaron, much love to you, man. P3 finish tonight. Big shout outs coming your way, and it's now your time to give yours.
I just want to thank Nicole for watching. I appreciate it, darling. And then just one more thing before I go, I'd like to let everyone know that announcements will be coming out soon about season 2. We won't be stopping here, and even if we have a little break between seasons, we got some stuff planned. So they'll still be racing.
And that's coming from them, and they will make sure to put it in my Discord so everybody that's in my
we're having a meeting about it quite soon, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, there it is. That'll be the way it goes. Aaron, much love. Yeah, Nicole Sherry. Well, yeah. Twitch. There she is. Well, thank you very much. Now I have a name with a face and a face with more names, which is why we make this a community. It's what matters the most. Making you guys, 1, look good, but 2, making sure that we know that the family is. We actually had a dad sitting back there as well, supporting another driver on the driver cams, which is really cool.
Awesome.
I like that stuff. That stuff right there is what makes this. It makes it awesome. It makes it worthwhile to see the support that the families have and the friends have, and significant others up and down the aisle. Either way, it may not look like a big deal to some, but it is a big deal to a lot of us out there, because this is competitive racing at its best, and you guys put on a good show.
Thank you.
All right, Aaron, much love, man. Championship race next week. You guys are going to crown somebody a champion, and you're going to be be back at it again very soon. All right, brother. Good luck. We'll see you. Good luck in the rest of your races this week, but we'll see you next Sunday.
Thank you.
Aaron Ryan, you too. Aaron Ryan comes home P3 tonight, and Josh Barr is going to be the final driver on the list, trying to make some things happen. Josh Barr, of course, is going to be the 4th driver in the playoff list. Andrew Davis, the other driver that is going to be competing for a championship as well. And then RB Turner, Chris Cornette, who won today's race, go knock it out of the park. I like it, man. This was a good race. It was real quick. So we look forward to seeing what's going to happen later on in the run, and it was what these drivers are going to be able to do. Congratulations to Chris Cornett on the victory today. Thank you to AA Gaming, and thank you to AR Audio for being a part of what we do. And thank you to what the AMP Racing series has been about. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to all the series out there. Thank you to all the folks out there who have followed us and got into chat. Again, we're a family-friendly entertainment business here, folks, when it comes to what we call these races, and we get out there and game. Try to keep it as clean and PC as possible. I want you guys to get out there. I want you folks to get out there and support your drivers and support your folks, but also want you to remember that we have moderators out there that want to help me out, and we want to make sure that we continue to grow, but we want to grow for the right reasons, and we want to grow to help these drivers have the most exposure that they can get without going to the biggest show, which is the Coca-Cola series on iRacing. And that's what makes this platform so good. You can say what you want about the different splits that you drive in. You can say what you want about the different drivers, but when it comes down to it, I want people to know that we're here to support these drivers and to continue to have their craft move forward. So, yeah, always a good time. Be good, be safe, be kind. One of the most importantly, folks, thank you to Budgie for being out there. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to all the chat. I'll go back and look at chat here in just a second and carry forward. Thank you to Jess for being out there on YouTube. Thank you to everybody who has put in as much energy as you can. But also, always remember that the most important thing you can do is be good, be safe, be kind to one another. We're going to send you guys over to somebody there. Please ask him. It'll be what did I was supposed to ask him something. I'm sorry. Barnowski, it's all good. Good stuff. Gambadil, much love. Go, Jeremy. Daniel, much love. Yeah, it's going to be good. All right, folks, I'm going to raid out on you. Since we have a few folks out there, let's raid out to some people out there. Let's go watch. You guys can go watch some more iRacing. OBRL Cup at Indy. It's What About Me iRacing. Yeah, we'll send you over there. Much love, folks. Be good. Be safe. I appreciate you. We'll start the raid over. They got 4 people watching, so make sure that you go and you cheer on to support. What about Amy OBI? I think that's what it is. So go say hi. Tell her we said hello, and we'll see you very soon. Be good. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.